Welcome back to Students of Gaming. We're playing Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
And he is playing a cello? Or is that a violin? A tiny violin? Or is it just a tiny...
I think it's a tiny violin.
That he can play as a cello because he's so small?
So we're not actually playing the game like last episode where we're watching a previous playthrough where we lost the audio. Twain has mashed up the important segments.
Yeah, which, I mean, we spent a long time in the Wind Temple too, so it's probably great for that purpose.
It's probably better, yeah. We spent, oh man.
Too long.
That was a whole night, I think. I mean, we did do a bunch of shit beforehand, but it didn't take nearly as long as...
It's a long temple.
It is a long temple, and there's a couple parts in particular where KY and I were probably close to breaking the controller.
It gets tricky.
Yeah, well, at least one very specific part that is the worst.
Just the worst.
The worst.
So, like the last temple, you're going to be using the command medley a lot. And that gets annoying because you have to switch back and forth between Makar, is that his name?
Yes.
Makar and Link. And to switch to him, you got to use the command medley. It's a whole process.
Yeah, because Makar has special powers that he can do that Link obviously doesn't, or Hero obviously has no access to. Like those little sand pits you'll see there. So that's us as Makar. He can plant seeds there.
Yep.
And then
because Hero is not able to farm.
No, or plant a seed, apparently.
Not that fast. Watch how quick this thing grows.
Tell Zelda he's not fertile. Yeah, so, yeah, that's quite amazing. He can make trees grow.
You should tell Zelda that Hero's not fertile.
Yeah, he can't plant a seed. Or any seed. So, Rita Repulsa would blush at how quickly those trees grew.
Did she grow?
She made her monsters grow.
Yeah, that's right.
But they didn't grow as fast as those trees did.
You know... we can be talking about something that has nothing at all to do with Power Rangers. And I think you brought up Rita Repulsa at least like 6 times.
I think we brought it up the last time we tried doing this, and we lost the... Yeah, because I just... Rita Repulsa's on the mind because I think going back to... I keep going back to her new design. I like Elizabeth Banks a lot. Hate the new design. It's like she's Poison Ivy, in which case I like Poison Ivy. I think Poison Ivy's hot, unless it's Uma Thurman Poison Ivy, who's not hot at all. But this isn't Batman. This is the Power Rangers.
Wait.
And you guys know how much I thought the original Rita Repulsa was actually pretty good looking.
Was Uma Thurman Poison Ivy?
Yeah.
In
the Tommy Lee...
Batman and Robin or
Batman and Robin. Because Batman Robin was Arnold.
Was she?
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a terrible Poison Ivy. And Tommy Lee Jones is a terrible Two-Face.
Was he?
Yeah.
What made him terrible?
Well, first of all, it should have been Billy D. Williams, because it's the same... As far as I understood, it was the same continuity, which maybe I'm wrong.
Wait, Billy D. Williams was...
He was Harvey Dent.
Yeah, he was Harvey Dent in the very first...
movie?
In the very first...
Was he?
Yeah.
I haven't seen those in
so not only did they change his skin color...
Give me the mirror!
Actor in... Yeah. The mirror! So this is where Makar is like, hey, swordsman, I am Makar. Look at me majestically fly as I plant my seed everywhere. And then he gets a little too cocky about his seed. And then the worst enemy in this entire game that I've encountered so far makes him pay for being overconfident.
Yeah, you guys had a lot of trouble. I mean, understandably so, with one particular enemy on this dungeon.
Yes.
It's frustrating. And then I found a way to get around him, and then I forgot halfway through the playthrough.
Also, wall masters don't come out of the ground.
Yeah, ground masters.
Yeah,
just
that's
surface masters.
Strange. I mean, in all the old games, they came out of the ceiling.
Yeah.
Are they called wall masters in this game?
I might be called something else. But we know that's what the design is based on.
Wall masters.
I mean, wall masters never came out of the wall. So
True.
It was a flawed enemy from the start.
Maybe it was mistranslated.
No. I mean, sure, because there actually should be ceiling masters.
Right.
Wall masters. Which could be a mistranslation.
By the way, are either of you one of the people that will call the ground outside the floor?
No.
Oh no!
I've called
That's
the
incorrect.
I've called the ceiling the wall several times on this show, but I'll never call gravel or grass the floor. Oh, there's number one.
You know what I
How about we
hate?
keep a counter for this?
When people call
All right.
movies shows, like that's a good show. Like,
Oh,
like you
my
went to see a movie,
grandparents
but
do that.
It's a good show. It's
They-
not a show.
It is a show, though.
It's not a play.
It is a show.
It's not a serial. My Jimmy's, man.
But my grandparents always go, "Oh, have you seen any shows lately?" Like I know your grandparents. That sounds like, "Oh, we went to show."
Tone, you're right. I just.
I don't. A picture, a movie, a picture. Is that okay?
The pictures. It is a motion
That's short
picture.
for motion picture. So I mean, it is very old school.
Motion pictures. What pictures
Like a
aren't in
pen to
motion
the
I
nowadays?
don't care. We're getting fucked by
Yep.
Surface Masters more, which
Right.
is bullshit.
So for people who want to play this game, is you got to keep your distance from it because it won't suck you
The
in.
one time where all KY did was come down and he got caught immediately.
Yeah, that was
Which
kind
really
of funny,
can't
though,
do anything
because you were already.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have if you guys ever pay attention to obituaries, but I'm starting to realize how funny some of them are.
Oh jeez.
So, there was I saw one a few months ago. This is a guy named Charles. He was in the 60s or something. His obituary, 2 words. Chuck died. Period.
What?
No further information. I got a picture of it. Put that up on the screen.
Well, that's funny. But I mean, you pay by the word or you pay by the letter?
I assume you pay by... Oh, that's a good question.
So I mean, if you pay by the letter, and maybe he didn't have much, maybe he didn't have a life insurance policy,
A
didn't
man
have
of
anything in
little
his will.
means.
But I mean, man, why even bother at that point?
Well, I mean, why bother putting anything in an
Just put
obituary? That's
just put his name there
Why-
and maybe a picture.
why-
Why bother putting a description saying Chuck died?
That's true.
So-
I don't understand. Or I'm sorry. Let's hear another one.
So here's another guy also named Charles. So it's Charles. Apparently, you have a sense of humor as to your obituary. It exclaims in capital letters in the first sentence. Only the first sentence is in capital letters, so he specifically had them do this. I told you I was sick.
What?
See.com for complete notice.
He was pissed.
Yes! Nobody believed that he was sick.
Not a happy man.
I mean, that's funny, but it's kind of like sad
Dark.
at the same time. Like this guy was. This,
Why did he do
I need to go to the hospital. You're fine, Charles. You always do this.
Oh my god, that's
I
dark.
feel horrible. Just shut up.
But he died. Everybody knows that he died, so he doesn't have to tell. I told you so. That's like the ultimate,
From the grave.
ultimately bad. I told you so. Yes, from the grave.
Super fucking
I told
petty.
you I was.
Super petty. After I go, I'm still. You will never let it go.
No, you won't.
Dudes from the great beyond, still pissed.
Oh my god.
He's a ghost now, and he's not gonna leave
Dude,
until
you know he's haunting the shit out of
yeah.
whoever didn't believe him.
Ethel or something.
They have
like
to
that.
have read that. Like, if they didn't realize that he died yet, which I don't know why they wouldn't have, but if they didn't realize it and they read that, they have to be feeling absolutely terrible. Like, oh, he really was sick.
Extremely salty.
Maybe we should have took him to the hospital.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
Just do was like, you know what I want to put in my obituary? And I told you so.
So what are obituaries for, anyways? I mean, the people who maybe this is gonna come off wrong, but I'm gonna say it anyways. People who care that you're gone are gonna know that you passed anyways, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Is there anybody? I guess there's some people apparently who read obituaries.
I
but-
think a lot more people used to do it far more often.
That's probably an old means of communication. But
Yeah, it's archaic at this point.
it's just a tradition that
yeah.
yeah.
people kept up.
Because people, like, you'll hear stories about people back in the day, like, oh yeah, I didn't know about his death until I read about it. And I'm like, what, really? You
Yeah.
didn't hear about a person's death until you read about it in the newspaper?
Yeah, before the wire came through from Western Union.
Yeah, exactly.
It was in the papers.
The papers.
No telegrams for them, I suppose.
See you in the funnies. See you in the funny papers.
But yeah, I think it's archaic, and it's just like, it's newspapers in general. Paper newspapers.
Right.
Just
Yeah,
unnecessary.
See you in the papes.
when it's my time, don't bother with an obituary. Seriously,
Should I put a Facebook post at least?
you can create a group or something if you
Put
want.
an RIP. Put an RIP.
Should I allow...
KY.
Status update.
Should I make it public or invite only?
Friends of friends only.
Friends of
Friends only.
Okay.
Understood.
You better put that in your will, man. We're gonna follow it to a T.
Friends of friends only.
All right.
You'll probably be the last one out of all of us, though, to go.
Yeah, because I'm the biggest grumpy asshole out of all of us.
You're just gonna hang on to life because you're like, nope,
I'm not done yet.
I'm too angry at everything.
You won't be able to hear or see, but you'll be able to breathe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd be very upset if I die before you fuckers do after all the cigarettes you guys have smoked.
Oh, I'm going for it.
Hey, man, I quit a while ago.
I would never be classified as a
why would
smoker.
that piss you off?
Because it's like, oh, I did what I was supposed to do with my health, and it didn't matter.
That's like somebody who has high cholesterol and like, I avoided eating donuts for 20 years and I still have high cholesterol. This is bullshit. Dude, that's like...
That is bullshit. As long as, like, just because
I haven't had bacon for 7.5 years.
I'm still dying. I still had a heart attack. What the fuck?
Butter on this toast.
Like,
No
that's your
bacon.
bad.
What's that?
I'm just saying, that's your bad. I mean, I don't know.
No, see, I think that's it. You want to do it based on logically what should help you. At least that's how I go about it. Which, well, to some extent, not to, you know, I obviously indulge in alcohol every once in a while. And that's something that's not going to help your longevity. Although there are people that are like, oh, I drink a glass of bourbon a day and I'm 108, and I'm like,
Yeah, right.
some people are just going to live a long time and it doesn't fucking matter what happened.
Yeah.
But
There's I think we don't need to get too deep, but I think there's something intangible that contributes to the longevity of your life. Not necessarily the things that you put in your body, but the
Attitude.
yeah,
Almost.
there's something cognitive that contributes to the longevity of how long you live.
see, but that's not true for like it's completely different on a case by case basis. Attitude you would think would be one thing, but like we make the joke about the crotchety old man that lives really long. They have a terrible attitude and they still live long, so it's not because they were super optimistic dudes that they live so long.
Do they actually exist? Very few, probably.
We don't know.
Oh, and almost the exact
All I know is
opposite,
all we can really do is look, because we don't know all, you know, I don't know all old people. I look at some
I
family
know all
members.
old people. No, you're right.
I know every old person in the world.
Oh, and you know, not to get too deep, but almost the exact opposite. My grandpa, he was ready to go for a long time, and he didn't go.
Like he had found his peace and was ready.
Yeah, he was done. He joked for a while, like, you know, St. Peter's got me hanging by a thread.
God, it's so awkward when old people make
it's weird,
it's
that's
good
for
that they
sure.
have a sense of humor, but I never know how to respond to that. I'm just like, I know somebody who has really bad Alzheimer's, and she always makes jokes about it. And I'm like, oh, that's good that you can make jokes about it,
Yeah.
but that's kind of, it
dark,
just
yeah.
makes me sad. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now. Ever since I was a child, I've always said when I die, I want everything to be grand, because that's the type of dude I am. I want to have a big-ass fucking angel grave at the top of a hill in some cemetery. So, telling you guys that right now, if you see me in some urn later, you know somebody fucked up. Because that is not what my wish is.
Just throw me in the trash.
What the fuck?
Frank Reynolds style.
What style?
Jesus Christ.
Frank Reynolds
Just
style.
throw me in the
From
trash.
It's Always Sunny.
Just throw them in the trash. Alright, well, we're going to discuss KY's and Twain's burial plans on the next episode of Students of Gaming. So if you're interested, please
Mine are
join us.
elaborate, and his are the exact opposite.
Dude, it's going to be a sitcom.
Just throw me in with Twain. We'll be
Class dismissed.
Just dig a hole and dump me in with a wheelbarrow.
Okay.